to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
I'll put one together and I'll do a test, and that way I can, because I haven't built, he's built a couple Gundams, but I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought a couple of Gundams for me to one day I'll get to these and I'll, guy who has tons of time, hashtag not really,
right.
I'll do these things to the nines, because I enjoy watching, there's a number of
Gay porn?
Asian gay porn sites that I ASMR,
right?
That build Japanese Gundam builders.
Sure.
That, it's a week-long process. I find watching, I'll watch that like I will a shoe shine or like a haircut every once in a while, just like to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like calming. Anyway,
yeah.
I find the precision fascinating. These guys, every part of the Gundam that you would think is trivial. You don't really see that. You don't really see that knee joint part.
But they're going to make sure it's
articulating. So,
at some point it might be seen.
Right. So that gets a chrome or an iron or some sort of thing.
Yeah.
And every part is primered and painted something. And then when the thing comes together, it looks... Anyway, so I have some of those for me to when I have copious amounts of time. You would think that would be when I'm not employed, but it's not. I was going to do it, and then somehow. So then I was like, well, I could advise him on airbrush settings, where to be, distance, how to spin it, drying times, mixtures of the acrylics and the thinner,
what nozzle to use,
right? Because I only know. Put the paint in the thing and make sure it stays clean.
Yeah.
But I haven't had that, and he's meticulously parted out his Gundam and has now baggied all of the parts that are supposed to be put in an arm, a gun, a leg, a torso, a wing, a something. So he's very organized. It's meticulous, and that's how you would have to do it. But now he has completely pulled everything off the sprues. Everything's in bags. And Monday, he was like, all right, so I'm ready to paint. I'm like, okay, shit. I have nothing to advise you upon except for
Give me 3 hours.
Right. So I came out here to the garage. I set up the fucking little booth.
Yeah.
On here on the table. And I'm like, okay. So...
Here's something to practice on.
Right. He got out a little, what's the pilot? It's a clear acrylic humanoid figure.
Okay.
You put it on the alligator clip. We're going to test out the airbrush.
You have no idea what's going to happen on that first button press.
Absolutely none.
It's a mystery.
And the first thing that happened was absolutely fuck all of nothing. And I'm like, okay,
this is a good demo.
We'll probably have to clean it then. Pumping a whole bunch of fucking cleaner through it and watching it into the fucking light. Nothing's coming out. I'm like, clearly it's not clean. Who was the last person? Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Fuck. I spent another 10 minutes cleaning it, getting in there with...
In the meantime, he's disappeared into his room,
he's
never to be seen again.
He's watching shit on his phone as I'm doing stuff. I'm probably things you want to be paying attention to, young sir. I clean it, disassemble it, clean it. It doesn't take long. And then I start seeing stuff. Hey, man, the amount of... You can really atomize some serious alcohol and then huff it.
Or keister it, for that matter.
Yeah, you could just right into that. Anyway, 60 pounds. That's good. It'll go. So I got the mixture right, and then he's like, I'm like, don't start painting something vital.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Are you going to use the pilot for anything? He's like, no. I'm like, it's plastic. Get that fucker out here, put it on a thing, and start spray painting it. So he starts, he just quickie gets a couple back, forward, up, down. Cool. All right, send it. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I wouldn't start
Dude's
painting.
brave.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm like, pick something that if it needs to get redone, not a big deal.
Is it water-based paint? Isn't it?
A water-based acrylic.
Okay.
So he gets out the rail gun for this thing that it holds. I'm like, perfect. It has like 4 parts.
And does anything need to be taped off, or is he going for a solid?
On this part, nothing needed to be taped off.
Okay, so that's easy.
So then we're trying to
more or less.
We have the little alligator clips on you would think.
Yeah.
Alligator clips on like a tall,
like
cable, so it can be sat and twisted and whatnot. And then when he's done with it, stuffed into a little thing of a styrofoam so it can dry.
All right.
So he has like an awkward piece that if you clipped it with the alligator clips, you would then have a problem where you couldn't paint the whole thing. So he's like, so how do I paint that? Well, okay.
Funny you should ask.
Funny, right? Well, that's a problem we have to solve. Clearly, you don't want to grab the sides of the thing and then paint over the alligator clip and then have to turn it over and bite into it again, and then you've got to paint because the alligator clip may dig into the paint. So we have to solve that problem. So we took some frog tape, carpenter's, painter's tape. And I made a little ball.
Masking tape?
Right.
Yeah.
And then stuffed it into like this cavity that represented a duct that wasn't getting painted. So then you grab this with the alligator clip, but I said, you need to be ginger. You can't just fucking whip this thing around and start
It's just tape.
It will, and it's the frog tape, so it's not a heavy, sticky adhesive.
Yeah.
It'll fall off if you start.
It's meant to come off.
Because when he was painting the fucking pilot, he set it in the little airbrush Lazy Susan thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, fucking DJ Snake. And the thing's wobbling around. I'm like, that ain't going to play when you start getting into something that's off center.
Yeah, because the thing is you're going for something that you're trying to make look as pro as possible.
Yes.
I mean, that's the goal. And if you paint it and afterwards it doesn't look like you expect, you're gonna be pretty bummed.
And this is I bought it for him. This is a Gundam he bought at the SAC Anime Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
So this was a Gundam that we hadn't seen anywhere. It was a reasonable price, but it was badass, and it was something that he got at a con. So he wants this to look
correct,
nice, presentable. He has set aside a couple of shelves in his room where he wants to almost have like a scene, like a diorama of Gundams doing shit. So this is part of a longer plan of a presentation. So
I gotcha.
He wants it to look good. So he's just fucking going at it. I would have primered it and then started going with the colors, but he just went straight into the black. Perfectly fine. It's your shit, dude. Hey, go nuts. After the airbrush was, of course, cleaned, the color came out nice, fluid, exactly as he wanted it to. He painted the gun, painted all the parts of the gun, and then started the snapping together of the assembly. And I don't know where, but then I think one of the tabs broke. So then he started to get frustrated. So then there was a lot of fidgeting with the thing.
And touching of the paint.
And touching of the paint. Now, it dried relatively fast because we did have to thin it out.
Yeah.
So it went on nice, full, nice coverage. But then as he started snapping stuff together, I think a tab broke somewhere, so it didn't quite fit like you would expect, no seams visible type of thing.
Yeah.
Something didn't quite pinch together right. So then you started to see fingerprints as he started giving
really squeezing.
Right.
So the paint probably hadn't fully cured.
Not totally.
Yeah.
So it looked nice, and then he just started assembly.
And then it didn't.
I'm like, okay, so
That's rough, man.
He's doing it for 20, 30 minutes. And then assembling 5 to 10, and so things started to go sideways on him.
Oh.
I could like the frustration mumbles as I'm doing stuff here in the garage.
As the more he handles it,
right,
the worse the presentation.
And I went,
becomes.
so how you doing over there? He's like, I broke something. And I went, okay, well, is it something that is fixable? He's like, probably. But then he starts like kind of like passing it off like it's not really a big problem. And I went, okay, so you've got a little bit of. He's like, well, then there's scratches over here. Like, okay, but do you want the assembly of this to look as it is? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so do you want this to look like it's weathered? And you can keep the scratches if that's a concern to you. And he's like, I don't really want the scratches. I'm like, all right. Well, now that it's assembled, we can hold it from here and just paint the entire gun in a couple of light coating waves, and you're going to cover up your scratches. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he grabs it by like a sight line, iron sights kind of thing, and just lightly covered passes. Then I'm like, I've seen you like start a couple times. Here's what I want you to do. When you start to pull down the trigger and you pull the air, do it off your object. Pull back, let the paint flow, and then come into your thing. Don't pull down, paint while you're on your object. You get a hot spot. I have done that. I don't have very many tips to give you, except for I've 100% done that, and that will go sideways on you. So pull, get paint, and then come into so you can see the paint come out and what it's going to do. I said, and two, like my hand on Monday evening was like covered in paint because I was like, well, I'll test it here to see what the cover. So I had like black and gray fucking paint all over my hands. And he ended up like painting the bottom of the little booth, which I've now covered in paper, so that way I don't have to fucking clean the thing. Start your draw over here so you can see what the paint's going to do.
You paint into it.
And then you paint into it.
Yeah.
And then you come off it. You don't start or stop your paint on the object. He's like, oh, okay. He did a good job, but I think some of his assembly frustration. Tuesday he didn't paint. It was like today, as I was got towards the late afternoon, I'm cleaning up here in the garage. I'm doing some shit over in the tents. I'm moving the Honda around, cleaning up some of my mess, cardboard. It gets about 2:33. 3 o'clock is like his cutoff time for like digital his computer shit, so that way he can do something creative with his time, read or whatever. I don't care. But it got close to 3, and I'm like, hey, I think 3:15 came out. He comes out of his room. I'm like, hey, are you gonna paint today? And he's like, oh yeah, I should. And I'm like, you don't have to. I'm just, if you don't want to, then I'm gonna break it down and move stuff off so I can start setting up the show. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, are you frustrated with it? Like,
it's a tough.
He's like, all right, you tackle it on your own time. It's okay.
If you're tackling a project like that, it's important.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have probably wanted to have something not that
trivial
important.
to paint first, to test first.
Yeah.
Right. I ran out of time. I almost left if I'd have started in the morning on my chores shit. I would have tried to have painted his pilot just to see. Instead, I hemmed and hawed at like looking up fucking other airbrush painting tips, and then my own mess in the back took way too much time to clean up. I have 2 minis of my D&D character that I've made,
Mm-hmm.
I will test on those. Because watching him paint, I'm like, oh, well, see, it's like the car audio stuff that you and I have talked to, or like any of like the home stuff. It's like the car audio engineer. That's a way over glorification of what it is. The car audio enthusiast.
Yes.
From when I was a teenager to where I am now is drastically different.
Yeah.
As I looked at him starting to paint his stuff and cleaning the airbrush, which I hadn't done when I put it away, I was like, okay, I see. I have not had the patience to approach the hobby in the right way. I have a number of brushes. I'm like, you know what? I would like to paint my Graldus is my character. His minis nice as best I can.
Because patience is the key in a situation
right.
like that.
And often, I mean, as we've talked about, like iterating. Like I'm going to mess up. I know I'm going to mess up. But there are lessons that I have made or done 2, 3, 5, 10 years back with some fucking around with models. Like, okay, before I really mess up something that I have spent money on, how about I take my time and just see?
I realized when I was doing the airbrushing with Ted, that I didn't have the patience, and this was back in high school. So we were like seniors or something.
Yeah.
And I did not have the patience for the detail-oriented work at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I probably still, I don't know if I'd have the patience for it. I would have more patience with it, but I'm not sure if I would have the attention to detail on some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it can be very detailed, right? Depending on what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then you see like the dudes who are like painting little like figurines, and they're like,
yes,
that kind of like very detailed, highly intense. One tiny slip of the brush, and you're fucked.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so I would struggle with that. I'm impressed that he tried it. I hope that he doesn't have a bad taste after that, because
I didn't want to. It was hard to gauge.
Yeah.
This afternoon,
because I think he's roughly the same age I was, right?
Yeah.
And if he was like if he's anything like I was, okay, it's airbrush. This should be easy. You're just spraying and it's controlled and
right.
But there's so many variables that can screw you.
Yeah.
You don't really realize how detailed it can become.
Right. Yeah.
So
did you do like the models as a teenager or kid?
Oh no.
Man, that was
no.
I always loved doing those.
I like putting models together.
Yeah.
But like when the model's been put together, I don't then want to go back and paint it, because I just feel like now I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I'm talking. This is probably middle school. Like I would build like the cars,
the Generally.
Yes. Yeah. I have put together a Generally.
Yeah.
It doesn't come orange,
right?
So it was.
Whatever
you put the fucking thing
color.
together. You take the tires together, and like hopefully I had orange spray paint, and it's the most giant of.
Oh yeah.
You know, I didn't know anything about masking, so it's like, well, don't put the windows in yet. So you don't put the windows in. You spray paint the whole fucking thing orange.
Yeah.
So the inside of the wheel wells are all orange, or it's got overspray, and you're like, you put the fucking tires on, and you're like, well, now I've got to glue on the grill and the lights, but there's paint there, so the CA glue or the cement came out. It was a mess.
Yeah.
I was terrible, and I was always frustrated with globs of glue that then my finger prints got all over. So it was like it looked like a fucking kindergarten
Yeah.
and a paste project with macaroni.
Oh yeah.
It always.
I just wanted the final thing and
Right.
didn't care about the paint stuff.
Man, I loved putting planes together.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's where my focus went, because most of the plastic came as like a gray. So you're like, well, if it's a fucking World War II plane,
It's perfect.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
And the tires are black.
Yeah, right. Woo!
It's all good.
I did it.
Yeah.
Fucking big winner. You try and put the decals on and they come off in wrinkles. Like, fucking this plane would have been stripped anyway. It doesn't need fucking decals.
Or at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, whatever. Boom. It's like an Amelia Earhart type of like scenario where you're like, boom, and there's the sand. And a lot of that came from, God, freshman year of high school is really when I started doing cars. And it was because we couldn't afford cars. So it was like I would put together, what was the truck? A Chevy Love that I intentionally didn't put the suspension in, so it was a slammed Chevy Love.
Yeah.
Dude, and I think I've told
It was
this story.
stanced.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Bitch was and then I was like, I painted like this green Nickelodeon like goop green livery on it, so it looked like it ran through like a fucking slime ball. Man, that thing was fucking dope.
When I worked at a previous company, the owner of the company, he had traded some software for some Associated RC cars.
Ooh.
The TC3s at the time.
Oh.
Those were really cool. All-wheel drive sedan style vehicles.
Yeah.
And he gave me one, and I had to put it together. The whole thing had to be put together, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting about those is it's just a shell of a body that goes on top, and they come clear.
Yes.
And you don't paint the outside.
You paint the inside.
You paint the inside. And that was like a mind blow thing, because you got to paint the windows out first. So they're black.
Okay.
Right? Because you don't keep them clear. So you paint the windows black, and then you mask that out so the windows are black. And then you paint. So if you got a two-tone color, like this particular car was silver and red, and you have to figure out how to properly layer the paint in there.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Backwards.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're masking the inside and painting the inside. It was it's kind of a mind fuck.
Yeah.
And that kind of blew my mind a little bit. The owner of the company ended up painting it and just giving me the shell. So I didn't have to do it, but like just looking at it, I was like, what, how do you, where did you, you start at the windows. Okay. That I got.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And then I ended up doing we had a vinyl printer. So I was like printing logos and then sticking those onto the bodies. And that looked really cool. And then they came with some stickers and stuff like that. But
so you put the actual chassis thing
the
together.
entire drivetrain, chassis, suspension, motor, blah, blah, blah.
God, what was the name of that? Does Grasshopper ring a bell?
That's like a
Dune
off-road buggy thing.
Yeah. I had my good friend had an older brother that had one of those, and I want to say that was something that you had to put together.
Okay.
And it
probably was if it was an RC thing.
It was it was monetarily a bridge too far when I was interested in it, but it was always like this. My older brother has like an RC thing that like he had to put together.
Was it the Tamiya Grasshopper?
I think so.
Yeah, those are kits, so you have to put them together.
Yeah. Okay, so it was. Man, I always wanted to do that. I ended up with like a Kmart $29.95 dune buggy looking thing.
Yeah.
That after 10 minutes of driving around with a turbo mode on the trigger ran out of battery. But it was always one of those things. And to this day, I'm 49. Going on 50.
You still want one?
I would still love to. I've seen, it ends up crossing my path with, like, the Gundam model put together stuff. Every once in a while, I get one where the Traxxas stuff, I think, is probably or drift cars, is the thing that ends up in my feed the most amount of times. Guys putting together something from it's the chassis and the motors and the drivetrain, and you can put a Bronco 2 thing on top. You can put a Tundra. Pick a truck. It doesn't matter. It fits on top of the thing.
Right.
Or you build a car one, and it's a Lexus, it's a Z, it's a GTR, it's a fucking something. It doesn't matter. It's a car shell that fits on top of the all relatively the same BRZ form factor of a thing. But you put together the chassis.
Yeah.
Like, man, one day.
Yeah.
I would still love to do that because.
It took me.
I've never been able to have the time, or at the time when I was really interested, ran out of money or didn't have it.
I think it took me like 3 days to finish it.
Really?
And it was like I'd be working all day, and then I'd go home and spend a couple hours on it, and then.
Do you still have one of those?
I still have it. Yes.
Is the only thing that keep it from operating battery?
Batteries, basically. Yeah. In fact, I want to say maybe maybe a little longer. I had to buy a new controller for it just a few years ago. So I have a brand new, like.
Was it a drifty boy or just like a Traxxas?
It's an all-wheel drive sedan race car, essentially. So there's a track over by the police station here.
Yes.
That's like a road track.
Yep. I've seen it.
That's where we would run it.
When was the last time you were there?
Years ago. Like back when I worked there.
Oh, shit.
Because they got like pits and stuff and plugs. So you can sit down and like plug your shit in and charge batteries and work on your car. And then when it's your time, you put a track counter goes in, pinned into your car.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it goes around the lap, their counter can tick it off as it passes over the thing.
Oh, shit.
So you get all the results and you know what your lap times are. And it's really cool.
If you go in there with like a ram or some sort of ejector thing like fucking Robo Wars, can you get busted?
Probably.
Fucking
I don't think
whatever,
they allow
you
that.
weak ass bitches.
But what's impressive to me was how good some guys were. And I had never really been in that situation, so it was kind of interesting to go there and like run around the track.
Are most of the controllers that side steering wheel trigger, or do they
So
go?
it was like you hold it like this and then it's got a wheel.
So a trigger and a side wheel,
Yeah.
or is it the thumbstick
No.
toast driving a drone?
No. They are always the
side wheel trigger.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But I have some batteries for it. I have everything, I think, basically for it. I have a charger. I've got a power supply for the charger. It's a 6-cell battery, but it's all nickel cadmium or whatever, nickel whatever dye. I don't even know what the fuck they are.
Nickel metal hydride.
Yes.
Shit.
It's those kind of batteries.
Yeah.
So that's how old they are.
Mm.
And if I want to go to like lithium batteries, which would be the way to go,
Right.
then you would have, I think you have to start swapping out like steering controller and, you know, all that kind of stuff has to be swapped out in order to run with
Your
the new style
son
battery.
bought something a couple years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like like a 4-wheel drive
Balsania
truck thing. And we would take it out in the dirt and just fucking launch it. And I mean, that thing took hit after hit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened to it, if he still has it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we took it to like Buljon Park at the baseball diamond.
Yeah.
And just
on that DG.
launch it off of the pitching mound and stuff. And it would just end over end tumble. And sometimes it would land on the wheels and just keep going. That thing was like a tank.
Huh.
It was impressive. But the car that I have is it's a road car, so it's like it's not meant to be in the dirt.
Yeah. It's got like slicks and shit. Michelin Cup 2s.
They're on pretty, you know, it's kind of amazing how well that stuff works and the grip. They actually spray with Coke syrup to make it sticky.
Oh.
So the car is like
there's Coke? They have Coke?
They really stick.
Yeah.
Around corners and stuff. It's impressive.
So it's intended to be a track,
yes.
Not a drift track.
Well, back then it was. I don't know if they do drifting there or not. That would be hard to do on a track that had Coke all over it.
Yeah. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because sticky icky.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. It's been a long time. Normally, I'll just run it around out front. I'll get like a little hankering for it, and I'll get it out, get the batteries charged up, and like plug it in, and fucking run it around the front yard. And it catches cars coming down the street. It's quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do donuts around a manhole cover.
Yeah, it's fast. Like you get it going and it's like, yeah, like around the corner, like down the street, and get it to do a U-turn and come back. Yeah, around that corner. Or if a car is coming by, you let the car by, and you're like, one, you can like run under the car and like catch it. I mean, it's quick.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's fast. But
nice.
It is a lot of fun, but also it's an expensive sport because you break shit, and then you gotta buy parts to fix it. And the parts are not cheap. They're just little tiny race car parts.
How did they?
I mean, it's got aluminum.
This whole thing, I think, has like, you know what it was? It was before Ken Block passed.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with RC versions of the Huna truck and the Huna corn.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck me, you know what? Maybe I should. And then it sold out. So then I got to be able to walk away. But I'm a big fan of the Hunicorn. I don't know if it's still sold, but it's one of those things where I think before he passed, they started setting up like in one of the little buildings of wherever their headquarters was.
Yeah.
They had a whole storefront RC car track.
Oh, wow.
Where Hurt and a bunch of the Scotto would
race and stuff.
Race RC car stuff. And that's where then they had the fucking Hunicorn. I'm like, dude, in a heartbeat. Until then every time I would poke at it, it was like sold out. Yeah, well, that's probably for the best.
And what are they? Probably $400 or $500?
I don't think so.
No?
No. You could probably look it up faster than I could. What's a Hunicorn RC? Hoonigans? Well, maybe. I mean, I feel like the chassis probably is one of those like semi.
So is it the drift car or the top speed car?
Drift car? Who sells it?
You don't know. Associated? No, I don't know.
Hoonigans.
Hoonigan, Hunicorn.
RC.
Oh, this says it's $38.73.
Oh, that can't be it. There's no way. I thought it was like easily 100 plus, maybe even 200.
Oh, wait. Team Associated Apex 2 Hunicorn 1/10 4-wheel drive on-road kit, $446.
There it is. That's my dog.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Does it come with a controller?
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
No.
That's why, that was the fisting realization that I got when I looked at it. I was like, well.
So that is made by the same people that made mine, the TC3 that I have. The Associated.
Okay, yes.
Team Associated.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wow. Fascinating.
Yes. Hunicorn, baby. I've thought about That's
a cool looking car.
I know. 3-4 years ago, I was like, but I have sad dad.
You know, it's crazy because they have full on like coilover shocks in them with springs.
You know what it was? It was when you and your son, I think, were really going heavy into yours. I'm like, fuck, I should buy something so that way if they ever said, hey, Jay, you want to come out and like, you want to pilot mine?
And I'd be like, something. Oh, yeah, I just got this.
Yeah, check it out. Here's my fucking Hunicorn. And then, look at that.
I mean, mine they don't even make anymore. So I don't even, I mean, who knows if I could even get parts for it.
Right. And I think my friend's big brother ended up having a Bigfoot kit that wasn't assembled at the time we were still hanging out because he was fucking around with his grasshopper. Oh. And it was like, man, I hope are you going to build it?
Like hundreds of parts to put it together. Like hundreds.
Yeah. And now
very detailed
and now I think, man, now I'm adult enough to where I wouldn't have just been like, how how do I assemble this as fast as possible?
Yeah, you
Now-
would enjoy the process.
Now I would like, oh, okay, yep, mm-hmm,
Mhm.
and a little bit, yep, mm-hmm. I want to grease this extra. Let's research like silicone grease. Is there a better tire? Like, what can I get? Ooh, this is an upgraded motor. I'll just swap this out before I even get to there. Gear, plastic gears. Fuck this. Can I print this gear? I'll print this out of a carbon fiber. You know,
Yeah.
all of those little things at this age
Yeah. Yeah.
to make it something where I'm not going to get 10 minutes into all smiles and then it's going to break and I'm going to be like, dude, that was $400.
Yeah.
And now I can't play anymore.
Yeah.
As I'm putting it together, I would build it for robustness and reliability. So that way I get the entire charge out of the battery and then I bring it back, hot jack another battery in there and just keep going and just jumping.
Yeah, my car was it was fast enough that I remember my little brother came over one time. He's like, "Oh, can I rip it around?" I'm like, "Sure." And he ripped it right into a curb and bent one of the dog bones on it and like broke part of the suspension. So then I had to fix it.
What's the plastic chassis? What's the car? What is it? Is it like nondescript or is it like a modeled after a like it has a thing?
Well, it's just it's the TC3 chassis. So it is a chassis and then you just literally buy a body.
So what's the body?
Whatever you want. Mine is a fucking Dodge
AMC
Stratus.
Oh my God.
That was the body that was given to me.
Oh.
And I never bought one. Because, see, here's the thing. Back then, that was given to me. Like, hey, man, you want this? And it's like, fuck yeah. I didn't have any money.
A Dodge Stratus.
Yeah.
That is...
I didn't have any money. So it's like I wasn't...
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
I wasn't throwing a lot of money into a thing that... Like, I was afraid... I drove it at the track, and I hit walls in it. And every time... I was worried that I was going to break some shit on it, and then it would just be broken in my garage for the rest of its life.
What's that era relative to the children that you have? Was that Chandler's born? Chandler's toddler?
Chandler was a little guy, I think.
Melly was here yet?
Probably. She was littler.
Pod.
She was littler
Larva.
for sure, yeah. Because I want to say it was around early 2000.
Did he Did you ever take him and he watched you zip the fucker around the track?
I think so. I think Shan, if I remember correctly, I think she went with, it was sort of like, yeah, we're meeting Weiler down at the track to run the cars, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that they went. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think
because it's right down the street?
Does he remember you driving something around a track?
I don't know. I never asked him.
# leave a comment down below, Data, if you recall your dad driving.
Well, I'm sure he did because he knew about the car and like it was always something that he liked, So yeah.
What you need is a Civic Si body.
I would like to get a different body for it, to be honest with you. I just haven't done it. It's just
paint it that Civic Si blue.
Yeah, that's a good color.
Little red Si on the back end.
Yeah.
Dodge Stratus. That's like a Lee Iacocca special.
I think that was even post Lee Iacocca.
What was the
he was 80s.
The cab forward design.
He was the K car guy. Remember all the K cars? That was like the the chassis that they used, the K car chassis or whatever.
Oh,
way back in the day, that was what saved Chrysler. It was the K car chassis they built everything off of back then. But it's fun to do. It's just an expensive sport, and especially if you start, it's like anything else, right? We talk about mountain bikes and all this kind of stuff. you start nickel and diming the bike. Like you're like, oh, this bike's great, except if I just had
Right.
X, Y, or Z, new forks or I need a new set of handlebars, even though these are perfectly fine. These bars just aren't doing it for me. Or I need a dropper post, which I actually love. So I don't think I would enjoy my bike as much if I didn't have a dropper post on it. So these cars are so intricate that you can break them very easily because they go so fast. And the parts are fairly pricey. Tires are expensive for them. Literally the tires wear out. It's just like a car. The suspension parts.
I can imagine like trying to pull some shit off, drifting or skidding here in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Like
it would just tear the tires
up. It's like
up.
fucking 60 grit
Yes.
out here.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'd have to take it to somewhere like Silverado's parking lot that's at least a smooth pavement, or I'm drawing a blank on something that's concrete. Silverado Park has an all concrete basketball court now instead of asphalt.
Yeah.
So
or a tennis court would be a good place.
Well, shit. Yeah. Now that's all pickleball, bro.
All right.
Fucking.
Sorry, pickleball. Yeah. But I have actually. The street out in front of my house has torn up tires to the point to where I had to replace them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the street, the asphalt.
Oh yeah, I imagine.
Is terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And they're
no thanks.
Sport car tires, so they look and feel like they belong on a
tarmac,
on a sports car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like thin walled, like low pro sport tires.
235. 45 series lasagnas.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's bonkers, and you can spend a lot of money. There's spring rate stuff. There's everything you can do to a car. You can do it a little RC car.
I think when I look at that now as an adult, I think,
oh, that's fun.
That's right. Well, but the mass and because some of the pro-y
right
parts of the caliber of car chassis that you have, those things are taking into context spring rates, drift, turn angle, acceleration, tire compound, motor power, battery longevity. What you want it to do, does it directly translate to a fucking car? Absolutely not. But some of the mechanics of a suspension and tire compound and power to weight ratio does.
Yeah.
And those types of headspace things does carry over to a mentality of, well, I want to understand better about the mechanics of my car. Like, how does that translate? If I want to focus on, like, if I get into a turn with my RC car and the thing fucking loops every time, is it a me thing? Is it an input thing? Or is it that my tires are giving out, or I have too much torque? Those types of things are headspaces of, as a driver, things you would want to be paying attention to.
Yeah.
Too much speed in the front of the corner versus coming out of the corner. Am I letting off so I'm braking? Where am I turning? Counter steering. Like, as an adult, I think that type of hobbying is probably more now what I'm ready for, as opposed to when I was a teenager and it's like, I'm gonna go fast and I want to skid, or I want to drift.
Because you're more into the small details of
it. I just want the thing. When I pull the fucking trigger, I want lots of gas.
Yeah.
Oh, turbo mode sounds cool. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. And then when I turn it, can I whip it? And it does it, and woo! I did a fucking donut.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay. But driving it on a track. Oh, okay. Okay. Suspension rates, spring rate, dampening, camber,
Yep.
alignment, caster. Okay.
Yeah.
On a micro scale, that stuff does translate to an understanding of your actual vehicle. Are you a mechanic? Are you certified in? No. But that type of headspace does translate.
You know what they kind of are? They're sort of like my TC3, when I think about it, it's sort of like a battery-operated skate car from the future. Like, what I mean by that is that's the holy grail in the car industry, right? Is a skate that has a battery that then you can just drop a body on and be like, it's a blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
yeah.
the next body gets developed and they drop that on the same skate, the same battery, the bottom, the motors, like all the other stuff, all the suspension, all that shit's all there. And then they just drop a body on it with an interior and be like, it's a blah, blah, blah. And then that car gets sold and then they come out with a new blah, blah, blah. And it goes on the same exact chassis or skate with the battery pack and all that.
Yeah.
That's exactly how these cars are designed.
Hashtag slate. I see you.
Yeah, they're super low.
Yeah.
They're super, like their weight distribution is super low because the batteries sit low in them, just like like a Tesla or a fucking whatever.
Right.
And that is that's how they were when they came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so they were sort of like the skate car before skate cars because that's just how they were designed. And it's kind of weird to think about that.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't have seats and shit in them, so
right.
But like that's essentially what they are.
Yeah. If you could figure out,
there was a guy that that Weiler, the owner of the company I worked for at the time, that Weiler was friends with, and he was into the RC car thing too. That's probably why Weiler was also into it. And he was like competing. Like he lived in the Bay Area, and he would go compete. And he was getting down to even doing stuff like where the battery sits in the tray, the center of gravity was too high. So he would carve out the bottom of the tray where the battery sits so the batteries could sit lower, and that would give him an edge because he had a lower center of he was doing shit like that. And it's like, it's hard to imagine like a couple centimeters of battery travel downward on an RC car would make that big of a difference. You know what I mean?
But when you're competing.
Yeah. He was like, every advantage I can get, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
So, but my stuff's old. I mean, like I said, everything's 2000-ish, year 2000-ish. The right down to the motor and the controller and the like wireless receiver and all the steering controller and all that shit. Everything's super old and was all hand-me-down stuff that was given to me. I would have never been able at the time to buy that stuff for myself. So and then like I said, I looked into, it was a couple years ago, I looked into like, oh, maybe I can like put lithium batteries in it. Oh, well, no.
Good luck.
Yeah, well, you can, but then you have to start swapping all the stuff out. And then, really? I got to get a new, well, now you have to get a brushless motor because it's a brushed motor. And now you got to get a different controller, wireless controller unit, a new steering fucking, and now you're into it for, a couple $100 just to run it with lithium batteries. And you're like, fuck.
I could buy a unicorn for $400.
It's not that important. It's fine the way it is because I just rip it around the neighborhood every once in a while.
Right.
I'm not competing or anything. It would be fun to do that, but also like I don't want to spend a couple $100 on that.
I think years ago, it was like heyday ingress with toast and drones.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated with RC helicopters.
Oh, that was another thing Weiler was into.
I ran across some videos. Every once in a while, I get one, and I can't not watch it. Yeah. And it's dudes doing straight up crazy bullshit stunt shit with a fucking back and forward like a fucking
doing all kinds
and then
of fucking
up,
upside down sideways.
within like inches of the surface. And I'm like, you know what? That's not for me. Clearly,
they are really, really, really hard to fly. I have seen those videos too, and if that's a person that can do that, that is super fucking impressive. Because Weiler had one of those RC helicopters. Mm-hmm. It was gas powered, and he was trying to learn how to fly it, and they're expensive, right? Mm-hmm. And if you crash, you're replacing all the rotors at a minimum, right? Yeah. And so he bought a like trainer thing that would sit on the ground, and you attach the helicopter to it. It had like an arm, so you could like get it to lift off. And even just on the trainer, if you didn't get it just right, the thing would go sideways, and it would crash without breaking anything. Mm-hmm. That was the whole goal of the thing, right? Was to not fucking shred your rotors all over the place and kill somebody. Yeah. And him and his brother struggled to get that helicopter to just take off vertically without wanting to go sideways or fucking long ways or whatever, or just into the ground or whatever. Yeah. They could never get it. And I'm like, was there something wrong with the helicopter or the like controller interface doing something wrong, like that they couldn't even get it to just hover, even with the trainer on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was weird. It was really weird, but
I think all of those ones that I've seen, they're like that nitro motor. I don't think I've ever seen an electric.
Oh, this one was gas.
Guys, yes, the guys fucking with it and like that fast back forward flippity floppity upside down. It's always been like a gas, nitro gas powered fuckery.
Yes,
dude.
Well, and the thing about those things is, if there's anybody around and you're fucking around, even if you're a good pilot, you can really hurt somebody.
Sure.
You can really hurt somebody.
And I've seen some guys do some immensely impressive shit with quads.
Oh yeah.
The guys that do that shit with fucking helicopters.
Oh, I know.
That's something above and beyond.
It's weird because they're like whipping around in space, in this 3D space, like it's nothing. Yeah. And it's like, how is it?
Like the depth perception in some of the shit that they do that's like relative to the ground.
Yeah.
And then like,
and then they're only a couple of feet off the ground.
Like, dude, you missed that by an inch and you're eating rotors.
Yeah. Or God forbid, go sideways into a guy standing there.
Right. And now I think if Ted gets here, or fuck off Toast. If Toast gets here, the advent of action sports, or even some of the Olympic stuff, I believe, certainly ESPN X Games shit, you'd be hard pressed to find any type of racing or Gen X type of sport that doesn't include a quad pilot accompanying a bike, luge, a fucking snowboard, a skier,
surfing,
right? Alongside a race cars, a Baja, like they're all over the place. Those types of pilots that can keep up with a motor vehicle or someone moving at speed.
Yeah.
That's not in a steady cam type of apparatus.
Yeah.
Those guys are very talented individuals. Like
what was the one I just noticed recently was, in Alaska they do that car launch off the cliff. That's like on the 4th of July.
Oh yes.
They have a drone operator.
Oh shit!
Flying as the car goes off the cliff, And at one point, I think he actually ended up getting hit by one of the cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of and then you see the drone kind of tumble, and then they cut away to a different thing. But like that was an expensive mistake, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, but yeah, even in a situation like that, like it does take talent to just follow a car off a cliff.
Oh, sure.
You know,
sure. Well, I just saw a Hoonigans thing where they do like a what's their like a gymkhana type of like small course.
Yeah.
And it was a car versus the guy that mans the quad in the other lane.
Oh.
And they're like competing against each other. It
Wow.
was quite fun. Like it's one thing to be able to follow a car and maintain a very wide, buffered, like don't hit the car, keep good angles. But then the guy was like, well, how about I compete? I'll go around the cones. I'll at speed competing against someone in a vehicle that had to do the. I mean, he smoked the fucking car because
he's way more maneuverable.
Sure,
yeah.
But it was these guys.
Yeah.
They
got the headset on. And
crazy amount of talent. Yeah. A crazy amount of talent.
Have you seen any of the RC or the drone racing circuits that they do?
Only clips. I know that it's a thing.
Yeah, I think I caught it on one of the channels on TV. I don't know. Maybe
DRL,
like a year.
Drone Racing League?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they're like flying through like vacant buildings and shit with like all these obstacles, and fascinating how they do that.
Oh, yeah.
They just rip through those.
Yeah.
And you watch them fail too sometimes. They'll hit shit and they weren't supposed to, or whatever. Really fascinating. They can do that.
I remember, I don't think I ever flew with Ted. I did fly with Toast, but I never had when I flew with Toast, I never had the goggles. I had a screen on my controller.
Yeah.
Toast obviously had goggles.
Right.
Toast was far and away an amazing, compared to me, for sure.
He also flew a lot.
Yeah. I mean, to be able to see and orient yourself relative to a man.
Oh, yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
You're in the orientation of your drone all the time.
Right.
And to be able to like mentally adjust to that while you're flying.
Right. Yeah.
is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted was
without feeling it.
Right.
Without feeling what's happening, you're just visually seeing it and being able to
Anyway. Ted was good too. But I never flew with Ted. Ted I knew would go out. I thought Ted would go out with Toast a couple times. But I never flew with Ted.
Yeah. I never had a drone or flew. Chandler had
He had a Phantom.
Yeah, he had a couple, and I remember it was the first one he bought, and we went to we went to San Francisco, and he took it it was like he literally just got it, and we took it to San Francisco, and we went to I can't remember the name of the beach, but it's on whatever the name of the beach is. We went to the beach, and we're out in the sand. And I'm holding the drone. I'm like, all right, launch it. And he goes to take off, and all of a sudden he just goes right into the ground.
Oh, shit.
Brand new unit.
Oh.
And then, of course, he kind of lost it because he spent a bunch of money on it.
Right.
And then we ended up like near the Moscone Center, and there was a Target there. So we ended up buying a can of air and spraying all the sand out of it. Getting all the sand out. And it was fine. But also on that same trip, he did like the Coit Tower. I'm sure it's illegal, but he flew around the Coit Tower in the like sunset time.
Oh,
it was pretty cool footage.
Yeah.
And I remember just being nervous about it. Like, oh, you're just putting this thing up in the sky, which probably isn't legal, right?
Yeah.
And there's people around. It just felt, especially because it was a new thing, it just felt really sketchy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And the wind's blowing, and like, who knows? Maybe you'll just catch a gust, and the fucking thing will go quarter mile off course or something. Like, I don't know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
The footage is really cool, and I was impressed by all that stuff. But I was always a little bit, especially in somewhere like San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
A little sketched out. He took it to Lincoln one year.
Melly's Parade.
Yeah, so you heard about this.
I remember him telling it. Obviously, I remember enough. I don't know where you're going to go, but I do remember him talking about that.
Yeah. So the owner of the studio, Lisa, asked him if he would. Did she ask him, or if he just did it? I don't remember. Fly the drone over the girls while they performed in the parade, and so he did that, and then he had some scout leader, while he's flying the drone, like putting his arm around him and like, you're doing illegal shit, and like, you know, just like getting all over him, and like couldn't have handled that any worse, in my opinion, as a scout leader. But that was really kind of fucked up. I mean, he was just like I don't know, 15 or something at the time.
Yeah. And
here's this adult like kind of almost manhandling him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just, you know, you don't know who you're going to end up dealing with because they're afraid you're going to fuck up or whatever it is.
Yeah. And
it goes back to the similar thing I was talking about with the helicopter. If there's people around, you could hurt somebody.
Sure.
And I think these drones are far more safe than that RC helicopter ever was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the DJI products.
Yeah.
I've had a Mavic, I've had a Spark, and the Spark is like a smaller, compact version of the Mavic.
That you don't have to federally...
Right. No, you do have to all of them.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give props to DJI. Like when it comes to geofencing of secure places or things like... They check all the boxes and make you click all the things to, can you fly here?
Yeah.
This is a federally regulated place. Do you agree that you shouldn't be P's and Q's, dot the I's, cross the T's type of shit?
Yeah.
If you were, because Datas would know, the DJI, as far as a prosumer, consumer-friendly product, I think DJI has a stranglehold on the market, and I have no complaints about the products. But they do also, should you be flying here?
Yeah.
Double check and blah, blah, blah. Everywhere I flew with mine, I was the same way. I'm like, I'll go a further distance out. I never flew it here at the house.
Yeah. Because the last thing you want is some Karen to freak out on you.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. You know, some of these guys that buy these things, whether or not I can't speak to whether or not the space and time in which Chandler was flying and the parade. Yeah. I don't know. But I can tell you, we have talked at length, certainly during peak ingress with Toast. I remember a conversation we had with him about, it was like some guy, some Canadian really good stunt flyer that was flying stuff at a bridge during traffic hour. And he was going up like the pillars of a bridge. I'm going to say almost like in Bay Bridge orientation where there's a lower deck and an upper deck.
Oh.
And there's tons of traffic going one way. And the guy's like doing a stunt and coming up the pillar of a foundation of a bridge, and you can clearly see cars.
Yeah.
And the conversation we had, like in the chat, was like, these are the guys. Like, this looks cool. Props to this guy and his talent at the sticks. But someone who is driving a car who sees this shit out the side of his eye could react in any number of ways. And if that person causes an accident, well, these are the guys that ruin it for the guys that just want to go out to a cemetery and film stuff alone in a tombstone, or go to a prairie and film stuff, or ruins, or an abandoned building, or where there's no one around. It's totally safe to fly. These are the fuck sticks that ruin it. So the the guys that blow it are the ones that are almost trying to advertise how cool they are, versus doing the thing.
Well, I noticed that there was sort of like there was an explosion of drones, especially in the YouTube sphere, right?
Yes.
And one of those people was Casey Neistat. That dude used a drone.
Oh yeah.
All the time in New York
City,
which was a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
And then he got popped.
Yeah.
He got in trouble. And if you watch his stuff, if he's in the city, he doesn't use a drone. He may not even no, I'm sure he does. I don't know that he uses drones. I mean, obviously he doesn't if he's in New York City because he got popped. And I don't know, I haven't watched enough of his stuff if he's outside the city or when he lived in LA for a time.
Yeah.
If he was using drones there, or I have no idea. But it seemed like there was enough people like kind of getting in trouble and causing those kinds of issues that sort of the drone usage kind of pulled back. There are still people that use them, and I see some content creators that are still using them, but they're never in a congested space.
I have seen people. You have Ring camera stuff?
Yes.
Do you? I see on occasion messages trickle through.
Oh yeah.
Guy, drone, like in backyards, over swimming pools.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you fuck sticks.
Right.
You're going to ruin the entire hobby because it's summer vacation and you're looking to peep on teenagers or MILFs at pools or dudes. I don't know. I mean, to each their own. At pools, everyone can still. Your fucking drones aren't silent Black Hawk helicopters from the CIA, dude. We can hear them. And when you're flying them in the fucking sunset, everyone can see them.
Have you seen any recently? Because it's been a minute since I have seen any.
There is
or heard any buzzing around.
It's been. There was I would say there was a peak year and a half or so, right smack dab in the middle of COVID, where I would hear someone zip up and down the court with something, with a quad, and just like there's a quad in the sky.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I personally have heard or seen a quad in the area here.
Do you still have yours?
Yes.
Oh, have you flown it in a while?
No.
Oh.
My Mavic went the way of the Dino. It non-function.
Oh, really?
But the Spark, I still have.
Hmm.
The Spark is easily like refurbishable with batteries.
Yeah.
And plus, it was just like a smaller form factor. It's something that I can, if I were to take it internationally, the Spark is of a smaller form factor that it doesn't trigger a lot of specifically EU regulations.
I thought the Spark was the one that was like underweight and small it was designed specifically so you wouldn't have to register it with the FAA.
I don't know if you don't have to do that.
Because there's like a
the
size/weight limitation on if it's X weight, then it doesn't need to be. If it's under X weight, it doesn't need to be registered with the FAA.
I don't know.
And I thought that was the idea behind that drone was that
it might be.
Here's this drone, it's underweight.
I know when I take it overseas, it's something that I don't have to worry about. Mike may have done that more recently than me. I did not actually take it overseas, but I think Mike has taken his somewhere and used it without being tripped up somewhere. It's just it's a lot simpler of a thing, and the distance and height and all of the range stuff keeps you almost like guardrailed from doing stupid shit.
Okay.
Like don't get yourself in trouble. But when you start to see shenanigans, oh fuck, dude, we're way at time. When you start to see stupid people doing abusing the thing, that's like, this is just a hobby. You fucking take your RC car and you start running it up and down, racing guys on Pleasant Grove. Well, then, you're going to ruin RC cars for...
Well, that's the thing. That's what happens with any good thing gets ruined by like dudes doing fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
So...
Yeah.
Oh,
we would like to appraise your house at this type of price.
Well, I mean...
Cool. Is that like $50,000 over? Yes. You're like, dude, great. You just ruined the housing market for everybody else. Now we're all flipping houses.
Well, someone does some fucked up shit, and then next thing you know, it's like the lawmakers are all, well, this is wrong.
It turns
clearly, we can't allow this.
Right. We didn't
and
know
then
that
everybody
was
gets fucked.
Yeah. We didn't know that was a loophole. And since all of you middle-class people who couldn't even use the loophole seem to benefit from not having the loophole, you know what? How about 2 fists in your anus?
Right. I'm just like looking up because
Is it? You're not looking 2 fists in the anus, are you?
Oh, of course.
Okay. What? Hashtag it's a prison. I was gonna say, what'd you do good this weekend? And there was a party, a birthday party, Argonaut. I can't believe you like that much heat. A step away from the bar,
dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Take and bake pizzas or take and bake homemade pizzas. Fuck. Now I'm considering pizza oven shit, but not that kind of pizza oven shit because I can't do that.
That was way too hot.
He's a man.
Oh, yeah.
He's a man's man.
Yeah.
Listen, at some point, I did see him go upstairs and come back down with a different set of clothes and then jump in the pool.
Yes.
So I know that, listen, bitch, when you get here, I know you were fucking hot because you jumped in the pool a couple times and you changed your clothes because you were hot. But your fucking back of your calves probably got irradiated by that fire pit.
Yeah.
But props because the pizzas were all amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't have my own because I didn't want to keep that motherfucker manning more pizzas.
Yeah.
I had half of Venus's.
Yeah.
And it was
He made all the dough and everything.
Did he?
Yeah.
Venus was like, this pizza dough is amazing.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah.
The pizza dough was fucking, I'll have to see what he did.
That's a tough, if you don't want to be around heat, that's a tough way to cook pizza because it's basically like a smokeless fire pit,
right?
With an attachment that sits on top that the pizza cooker goes on top with a stone.
Was it a stone or was it a?
It was a stone,
iron or something.
It was a stone that sits inside, and so I think when I was hitting it with the therm, it was over 600 degrees.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
and he was standing.
Oh, I know. And I was standing outside. I could feel the heat off the fire.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, it's too hot here. I was already hot.
I stood in front of him with him between me and the oven.
Yes.
And I was, my back was to the pool.
Yes.
And I was still like, you have a great day. Happy birthday. I'm going back to sit down.
Yeah. I'm going to go sweat over there away from that fire.
Hashtag happy birthday, Argonaut.
Happy birthday,
his 50th.
Welcome to the club, bitch.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything to say about that. And Jenny for throwing a great party.
Oh, yeah.
I had a great time. I didn't realize how much I missed or desired a pool until I was just an old man sitting in a pool.
Yes.
Like, shit.
I mean, like I said, our pool is a piece of shit, but you know what? When it's hot as fuck outside, I can get in it and still cool off.
Yeah. What's the temperature of your pool?
It depends on how hot it is outside.
Yeah.
The last time we swam, it was right at 80, but it was also upper 90s, right around 100 that day. So... But if that pool will cool off, the sides will shed heat real fast on it.
Didn't we look up a year or so ago
For Chandler?
the thing that
Oh,
a
fountain?
a fountain that shoots water up and
I have one.
cools?
Yeah.
Does it cool it?
I don't know because I use it.
Yeah.
But even with that in use, the pool was still 80.
Oh.
So good question.
Huh.
What helps to regulate the heat is the pool will get low on water and you just add water.
Right.
And the cold water going in the pool will help bring the temperature down.
Ah.
But usually only by a couple degrees, if that.
I had fun. There was
Yeah.
good people.
Yeah.
Argonaut balls.
That whole pizza setup was pretty cool. So he made all the dough. His daughter basically was the chef,
Yeah.
and she would prep the dough and get it ready for you. And then they had a whole pizza making bar area.
Yes, it was like
the sauce and the cheese and all the veggies
Yeah.
and mushrooms and sausage and pepperoni and jalapenos and barbecue sauce and chicken and ranch. I mean, it was the whole thing, like pineapple, whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
And you could put it on your pizza. And then Jason, whose birthday it was, standing at the 600-degree fire,
yes,
was cooking all of them the entire time we were
man
there.
that fucker from noon till 3:34 plus,
just making pizza for
Just
everybody.
rotating pizzas.
Yeah. Impressive.
Around and
Yeah.
around. Yes.
Well done, sir.
Yes. Absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Had a fun time. Good times.
Also, I learned that he listens to it on 2 times, so we sound funny
Listen to it on.
on the show.
Oh, he listens to it 2 times?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the
So-
podcast and then the YouTube?
we probably sound like this. So if I'm gonna
Oh, at 2 times speed?
yeah.
Holy shit. So the long episodes. We're sorry.
So when he gets to this part, it's gonna sound really weird.
Oh, we're real fast. Like chipmunks. Fucking on. Dig it out.
Anyway,
Poontang.
all right.
On that note, you should return the cart.
Wash your ass.
Wash your hands.
Check your oil, Tony.
Stay up to date on your shots.
Make the call if you need to.
Register to vote and vote, please.
Do the kindness.
Pick up a broom, and we'll catch you next week.
No, wear a helmet, bro.
Fucking wear a helmet.
Yeah.
The new ones.
Yeah. Thanks for
They
listening.
escaped me. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Love you, man.
Hey, love you. Happy birthday, Jason.
Happy
Hey, girl.
50th.
You're not a girl, but yo, no.
Yo, happy 50th.
I didn't see Fun Will until 30 seconds until they left.
Until they dipped.
That man is a dervish of social
Yes.
integrity.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway.
All right.